Hey, what is up you guys, it's Rage, and as you can see I'm back here with another reaction, and I'm gonna actually be reacting again to my guy Carlos the Rapper. I haven't listened to this, it's been about 2 weeks that it's been out, and I've had a lot of things I've been dealing with on my own, so I haven't had the chance to check it out, but that's what we're doing today. I have not listened to it. It's a remix of Mac Miller's new song, well, one of his new songs that came out on the album called Good News. Um, I've never really been too much of a Mac Miller fan, but I'm assuming that Carlos has been, and I respect him for that. I actually did listen to the song a little bit ago just to make sure I can get like a feel of the beat, a feel of the vibe that the song itself gives out. I don't know how he's gonna approach it, but I'm excited to hear it. So let's get into this.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Rest in peace, young king, hope you're doing well. Listening to you now got me overwhelmed. Funny how to get to heaven had to go through hell.
Alright, so I recognize this part because he posted a little bit, I believe he posted a snippet of this on Instagram that I saw, and so far I like what I've heard, I said heard, but it started off like rest in peace my king, you know, as in like Mac Miller, I'm gonna guess was probably one of his biggest inspirations, and I can respect that, especially seeing how one of my biggest inspirations is like Eminem or whatnot, which a lot of people can say, but I like how he's taken a different route and said, nah, Mac Miller is one of my biggest inspirations, and I really like that. He also started off with a little groove, the same song did itself, with the little like humming type feel, which I enjoyed. So I really hope that he takes a good turn with this. So far he has, so I'm gonna keep listening.
You don't know me, but it feels like you know me well. When you be rapping and sing.
Oh yeah, I did hear this because I remember that line. That was my favorite line. I know you don't know me, but I feel like you know me well. That was my favorite line that I heard when it was on Instagram when he first posted it. So I have heard the start of this, but I haven't heard the whole thing. And so far, I definitely like what I've heard, so let's keep going.
About life, I don't know how you do it, you're getting it so right, yeah. You're getting it so right. You're getting it so right. And I just wish you could have stayed. There's not a day that your music ain't being played. Wonder if you knew how many lives.
Alright, I'm gonna guess the next line, because it said, I wish you would have known how much lives, and then I kind of paused it, but I'm gonna guess it's gonna be have saved, which I like that, because it's like, you don't, even though you're not here, you don't realize how many people looked up to you, how many people listened to your music. Like, I'm sure he knew in a sense, but like, as an artist, you never really know how much your music can touch somebody until, say, you've gotten letters and you've been tagged in posts, or you've gotten DMs saying like, oh, listening to your music has actually saved my life. And I've seen artists that have talked about that. I've seen artists that have actually gone on and said like, oh, if there's been people who tell me if it weren't for this, I might not be here, or stuff like that. And I know it's a big thing. I've never personally deal with it. I'm nowhere nearly big enough for someone to message me saying that about my music, which I'm alright with. I know I gotta build up to that point, but I know of artists and people who've dealt with that and have dealt with having to feel the pressure of knowing if it wasn't for their music, that person might not be here today. And I feel like it's a big thing to deal with, is knowing that you are the reason this person has decided to keep moving on. And I love to hear about that, and I respect that so much. And the fact that he basically just brought that up, he's like, look, there's a lot of people who see your music as a big inspiration in their life, and I love that. So let's keep going.
Have you saved? I just wish we could have saved yours. Yeah.
I'm sorry to keep pausing, but I wish we could have saved yours. As I'm sure everybody knows, he died to like an accidental overdose, but that's a deep line. That's a deep line.
Other things, come on, say more. Yeah. It's been a while. we don't miss you no less. Every day a little hard, but we keep going, I guess. I hope your family are coping, yeah, I hope that they blessed. No parents should have to lay their baby to rest, yeah. Yeah.
I love that. No parent should have to lay their baby to rest. As in saying, like, no parent should see their kid go before they go. Like, the number one thing any parent, I'm sure, wants is to see their child succeed and have a whole life. You don't want to see your kid go out before you do. You never want that. So I'm sure that line right there, like, he went in depth with this. I mean, he always has. I've always heard him go in depth, and I really enjoy that, Carlos. And I really hope you see this too. But I'm just saying, that is a deep line, and that's probably gonna be one of my favorites personally from this.
It's Mac Miller till the day that I die. When I join you in that place beyond the clouds and the sky, there's a whole lot more. Hope you found it on the other side. Yeah. And I just wish we could give you another life. Yeah. Give you another life. Yeah. Bad news, bad news, bad news. That's all we ever hear. Yeah. We just wish you'd come back down.
I love that, because the cover for the song says Bad News, and this is like Mac Miller Good News Remix. But, like, he's not wrong, like, especially in today's society. The song was before a lot of things, like, currently we have the coronavirus going on from China, we had the World War III scare, and it's, for me, it's the 26th of January, 2020. So, we're 26 days into the new year, and we've already had 3 to 4 possible outcomes that can fuck this world up. We've had the Australian fires, we've had the virus, World War III, we've been dealing with, I'm pretty sure there's been flooding in other parts of the world. There's a lot of other things that have been continuously going on, like, say, in America, we're dealing with the possible impeachment trials. You know, there's still places that are dying of hunger. There's a lot of bad news going on in the world, and this song, even though it's just about Mac Miller, kind of, I feel like it stretched out there, it expressed the point that there is a lot of bad news, especially ever good news, that you hear, and you're always wanting to stay positive. You always want to be in a positive mood, you know, you always want to see a positive outlook on things, but there's so much bad news out there that you can't avoid it, no matter what it is. As much as you may want to, as much as you may try to, you can't avoid the bad news, and I get that. I like that.
Bad news, bad news, bad news, that's all we ever hear. Yeah, we just wish you'd come back down. And I've been lost, your music really helps to guide me though. When life is blurry, you turn it into a kaleidoscope.
I've been lost, your music really helps guide me though. I really like that, because it's like, when I'm sad, or when I'm depressed, I go and listen to NF. Shout the Hat. I love his music. He grew up in Michigan, U.S., where I'm from, so it's nice to hit home for me personally. And that's kind of what he said, like, you know, when I get depressed, or like when I get into my feels, your music is what I rely on. Your music is what I use to boost my confidence, to help make me feel better. And I totally respect that. And then, I don't remember the line exactly, but he said looking through like a kaleidoscope. As a lot of people know, a kaleidoscope is like one of those things you look through, it's got a bunch of like diamonds or triangles or whatever. I can't really explain it, but it's trippy. And I like that line, because it can mean a lot. And this song is deep, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah. Never met you, so it's crazy that you changed my life. But you're the greatest artist, nothing gonna change my mind.
I love that line as well. Never met you, but I feel like you've changed my life. Think about that. There's a lot of artists you'll never meet, but you've heard so many times. It doesn't matter if they're older, like the Beatles, kind of like, I know a lot of people are still fans of the Beatles. It doesn't matter if they're newer, say, like Eminem. Like, Eminem's not quite newer, but you get what I mean. Like, for example, Mac Miller. You know, it's very possible you never meet any of these people in your life, but their music, their standpoint, all of that has an effect on you as a person. And it doesn't matter if you ever meet them or not. The point is, their music is so relatable, or their music rubs off in a way that you feel that deep inside, and you have a new kind of respect for that person. And I'm pretty sure that's what he was going for, and I really like the way he approached it. This is a 2 minute 50 song, and I've stretched this out to 10.5 minutes. I'm gonna try to finish the song, no more pauses, and then I'll talk after.
Yeah, yeah. I miss you back, miss you bad, wish they give you back. Talking about good news, but nothing really good in fact. Bad news, bad news, bad news, that's all we ever hear. Yeah, we just wish you'd come back down. Bad news, bad news, bad news, that's all we ever hear. Yeah, we just wish you'd come back down.
Alright, so now the song's over, but I love that. I love that song. I love the chorus. I love the meaning behind it. Carlos, I don't know, man. You've been putting out some bangers lately, dude. I mean, Toxic, which I reacted to. I didn't react to episode 2 for Ready Set Rap, which I still haven't seen. Actually, that's all I might have saw it when you posted it, but I enjoyed the first one. I know I definitely checked out the first one. I feel like I checked out the second one. If you guys have not yet, you better check out Life and Death, which was the first music video that I watched from him, first song that I really heard from him. The music video itself has over 1,000 views now, and I'm proud of that. I'm so proud of that. And then his Mac Miller remix that I just listened to has 328 views. And this is a small channel, guys. This is a small channel of one guy from the UK, and he is a great artist. I suggest you check him out. I will definitely have a link in the description below, and also I will have a link as well to his Spotify, because he is now on Spotify with Toxic, which I had, yes, as I said earlier, reacted to, and it is a great song. I suggest you check it out if you have not yet. Check out this song. Check out his channel, dude. This guy is making music in his own way. He's making his own path, and I love that. I love seeing newer artists do that, because one of my favorite things is to find artists that are quite unknown, such as this guy, and he's doing something. He's doing something great, and I can't wait to see where this goes. I know he's gonna see this, and if he doesn't, I will definitely shout him out to see this. But make sure you guys like, subscribe to this channel, and to make sure you have post notifications on. And I will have a link down to his channel as well. I have a link to his Instagram, the remix for this, and I'll definitely have a link down to his Spotify, because he only has Toxic on there at the moment, but I know he's going to be adding more soon, and I'm excited for that. I cannot wait for that. Carlos, you're going places, man. I'm excited for you. I am so happy for you. I want you to move on and go far, and I know you will. So make sure you guys check all this out, and I'll see you in the next one.